Good morning, it's Valerie from Shalebrook Handcrafted Soap in Mimosa River, Nova Scotia. And today it's going to be a quick video on a design I did. And the design I did with hot process, I had seen it done by a woman named Etsuko Watanabe. And excuse me if that's not the correct pronunciation, but she's an incredible soap artist with cold process soap. And I took her design and I tried it in hot process, and that is what it looks like. So the soap is made and then it is cut horizontally for the hot process one I did, just because the medium that I'm using doesn't stay as fluid and it dries because it's hot process. So basically I'm going to do a 1 pound mold. And you'll see I have these two little cardboard inserts in here. And it was pretty tricky actually the last time to do this. But I'm making a Mimosa, pink berry Mimosa fragrance oil soap. I'm going to be using clementine orange, magic yellow, and soft pink, which are from Steph's Micas. So what I'm going to do with these, with the 1 pound soap, I'm going to have 3 cups like this. And I'm going to fill them up about 2/3 full, each with those colors. And then when I have all the colors, I'm going to go orange, pink, yellow, orange, pink, yellow, orange, pink, yellow, till I use up all those colors. Then I'm going to slowly pour them in between those two inserts. It'll be smaller together. That's not staying. As you can see, they're not too steady right there. Or you wouldn't even have to have them. You can have them straight instead of bowed. Then on these two sides, I'm going to put white. When it's all done, you take the inserts out slowly. I scraped my soap off. And then you take a utensil, whether it is a chopstick or whatever it is, and you do a back and forth motion like you would with a modified Taiwan circling swirl. Once you do that and you get to the end, you come back and go through it. So Etsuko called it a butterfly. Some people saw my soap and said, oh, that's a beautiful feather. So it just all depends on how thick the batter is and if you're cold process or hot process. And then, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook the soap. I'm going to bring you back when I go have my colors all ready, and you'll see how I pour them into the 1 cup, pour it in here, and I'll finish the design, and I'll show you how I cut it as well, or I'll show you the cut of it, depending on how things go. So this is going to be pink berry mimosa with this horizontal feather or butterfly swirl, if you want to call it that. So we'll see you in a few minutes. Hello, we're back, and I have my colors made. So I have orange and yellow and pink, and I have white. And I'm just going to bring over my mold here. So basically what I'm going to do first, I think you can see that in there, is I'm going to pour all of these colors into here. And I'm actually just going to take that spoon out of there. So this batter is hot, but there is no lye left in it. I'm looking to get 3 colors done in it. So yeah, you can see that. Not 3 colors, but 3 random pour into that cup. You see me there. Just gonna give that a quick fine mist spray. So first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna separate those just a tiny bit. So I've got about 1.5 inches on each side here. And I'm gonna hold those down and pour a tiny bit of white in the bottom just to see if I can hold those. The last time I didn't do that, and it didn't work out so good. So I'm going to try that this time to see if I can get this better. And so I'm just trying to make sure that those don't get too small there. And I'm going to hold them down and just pour this from this side. Whoops. You can see how that pushes out. I think I'll pour a bit more of this in there. And right now, I'm going to just tap that down. Whoops, that didn't last too good there. And I'm going to spray this because I'm getting, this is going to get hard. But you can, one thing with hot process, if you have a batter that's getting hard like that, because it's going to, my kitchen is cold this morning, you can just give it a couple sprays and then you can cover it over, and if you need to use it again you can pop it in the microwave. Same with this thing here. Just going to cover that over until I need it again for the top if I need that. And then I'm going to slowly take these out and I'm going to scrape down the sides as I'm doing that. Then when I'm all done with this designing and I go to clean up my pots and stuff, I will use that to be part of my puck, the extra soap that's there. Now you don't have a lot of time, I will say, depending on your formula, because of the hot process. I'm just going to pound it down again, and I will just put a bit more on top of this. I'm going to heat both of those up in the microwave for about 7 seconds, and I'll be right back. Just give that a quick spray so it doesn't harden up too much on me. Okay. This was done with 35% lye liquid. Now where you're going to see the design in this is maybe not on the top, but when you cut it, you'll see it. I can't find my chopstick, so I'm just going to use this plastic pen I have to do the design. So you can see there, and you can stick it in at one end and just go back and forth. And when you get up here, you can just go down. Now that doesn't look too good to me at all. I'm not too happy with that, but there's not too much I can do with that right now. So what I'm going to do is just do a little design on the top with a stick. And then I'm going to put that in the freezer for a little bit, and I will show you when I come back to do the cut. Hopefully the inside of that came out better than the top. and I'll show you it then. So thank you for joining me here. Hello, so I wanted to show you how I did this. So the soap in a block comes out of the mold like this. You lift it up so it fits in like this and it comes out. And I take it, so this would be the top part of the mold. That would be how it comes out of that mold. So you take it out, and if I were going to cut that, normally I would cut it this way. But because of this design, I don't cut it that way. I put it up on its side, and I cut it horizontally like that. And I would take a ruler, and I would measure, and the most I can get out of that is 3 bars. So it's kind of a pain, but I am going to take these and make these mini bars. But for the sake of the design, I cut these bars horizontally lengthwise. So you would have cut them in a regular log like this, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and would give you 1-inch pieces of soap like this. But this one here, I flip it over and I cut it horizontally, and it gives me 3 bars. So then I take it, and after I measure those, I just got to be very careful here. I have my, I got this from Bud's workshop. He has really good workmanship, and they're really good cutters. I have a multi-cutter, but this is just a cutter for like 1 bar at a time. So I would take that, and once I have those all marked, I set them on here, and I cut them down like that. And so that's how I cut these type of soaps, is like that. What I'm going to do with these, once they harden up, I'm going to take it and cut it down through the middle. But right now I just wanted to show you that's how I cut it. I am going to post pictures of the soap, and I wanted to show you the design that I got on the inside, which is came out really lovely. I think you can see that. So that came out super nice. I was really happy with it. And here's from the other side. And I'll post some pictures of those. So that's the butterfly feather design done horizontally that I got inspiration from Atsuko Watanabe. And this was hot process at 35%. Thank you.